Alright, so today we're going to be doing a SB130, Yeti SB130 review. This is the large SB130. I'm about 5'10" and a quarter, a little over 5'10". It has the DPX2 Evol rear shock. This does have Eagle in the back, and we're looking at DT Swiss wheels with DT Swiss 1900 rims, and we got a Fox 36 Performance up front. This is the black frame. Got this from Absolute Bikes there in Salida. Great guys, come and hit them up. We're gonna see what this bike has to offer. Never used Switch Infinity on climbing. This has a Minion DHF with a 2.5 in front, and this has the Aggressor 2.3 in the back. We've got a Fox Transfer dropper post, WTB Yeti saddle, aluminum race face handlebars, aluminum race face stem. Got the favorite grips of mine, the ODIs, the Ergons, and for brakes we've got the SRAM guides. All right, let's get going. One thing I've noticed so far on the bike is spec'd with this Fox grip 2 damper, but it does not feel as buttery plush as did that Lyric did. I'm also noticing on climbing it feels more, a little more squishier than the Santa Cruz did. Santa Cruz high tower, the 2020 high tower with the bottom linkage really does not bob at all. And this, I'm feeling a little bit of bob on it, but it feels very plush. Something else I want everybody to take a look at. The build quality on this frame is, I mean, it's really nice. Looks really stout. I like the way they've done the cable routing. That looks really cool. Down on the bottom, you got this Yeti frame protector right down there on the bottom, and of course you can get a mount there for a water bottle. I want to show everybody something else that it seems Yeti's got a lot of heat for. Let's pull it up. Allegedly, Yeti gets this wrap that their rear triangle is flexy and the tire rubs into it. Well, I'm pushing into it. It's not touching. You could probably get a 2.5 in here and it will not touch. That's not an issue for Yeti. The rear triangle feels solid. So on this bike, I went with the large, and they were suggesting I should try the medium because it's a really long reach. It's one of the longer reaches. It's even 7 millimeters longer than the High Tower 2 that I rode. And however, it has a taller stack than the High Tower, so I think that makes up for it. Feels very comfortable, the cockpit. I'm glad I didn't do a medium. I think the medium would have felt cramped. One of the things I think I've noticed on this build is that these cranks as well, they're 170s, which makes sense. And look at that, no pedal strikes as of yet. These bars feel like they've been cut to about 760. And the brakes, not really digging them this far. SRAM guide R's. So one thing I'm noticing on the back tire, which is Max's aggressor, climbing, it doesn't seem to grip quite as well as the Trail Boss. So I do miss the Trail Boss in that respect of climbing. So one thing about the Fox transfer post, you push the button and with your arm just slightly pushing it down, it goes down sweet. Just a touch of the button, look how fast it goes up. So if I believe correctly, if I remember, the nice thing about the transfer post is it's cable actuated. While I really like now the new Rockshox, it feels a little bit quicker and faster. Feels like it goes down quicker too. But one thing I've noticed with Rockshox posts is that hydraulic fluid that is in it, if you're gonna be in cold weather, if you go below 50 degrees, those things really slow down. Thing about a cable actuated like this Fox transfer, it works whether it's cold or not. Not a big complaint, but you can get it, you can hear a lot of chain slap. But Santa Cruz is now selling their chain protector. I think I saw somebody post a YouTube video. He adjusted it. He put it on his Yeti 150, I think. Another thing you'll notice on the Yeti when climbing, it's very composed. Front end does not wander. It does not lift up on you at all. Geometry feels so perfect descending on this bike. So comfortable, confidence inspiring. Not liking these brakes though. Not a fan. So I am noticing it does get bounced around a little bit. Come on. What's nice about this 130, it has such a low standover height. Dropper seat post can go in there really low. So when you're going downhill steep stuff, you can really get in a squat position. This bike just feels at home when it's going downhill, and it feels at home when it's pointed uphill.
So there you have it. That is my impression on the Yeti SB130 Carbon. So who's this bike for exactly? Well, I think it's for those who desire a one bike rig. This bike can ride in calm trails, mountain trails, bike park trails, and it's not too heavy, so it doesn't feel dull or numb, but it's actually rather nimble. It does get a little overwhelmed when in serious rocky trail, but that's a trade-off of not having 150 millimeters of travel like its big brother does. While it climbs very good, I did notice some pedal bob with it, but I suspect it climbs much better than its big brother, the SB150. The build I tested here retails at $54.99, so it's not cheap for the entry-level build, but you're getting a really dialed geometry that just feels perfect in descending and perfect in climbing situations. The geometry is just spot on, and the quality of the build is just beautiful. They did a really great job. This black paint looks really nice as well. So get out there, try it for yourself, and always remember to travel the narrow trail.